Hello and welcome. I'm Liana Chen, and today on MLNF News, we will be discussing a serious issue in today's environment, animal extinction, and one animal in particular, the Javan tiger. The Javan tiger is an extinct species that lived in the Indonesian island of Java up until the mid-1970s. Bringing more details is Dr. Ha.
Thank you, Liana. It's a real pleasure to be here today.
So, Dr. Ha, tell us a little bit about animal extinction and the case of the Javan tigers.
Currently, this is an important subject to many scientists around the world, as we try our best to keep up with and save the thousands of species from rapidly disappearing in the next coming decades. We are experiencing the 6th mass extinction as of right now, and it could become worse if the almost 17,000 critically endangered species' numbers were to decline to zero as well. This creates an environment where almost every creature in those habitats would die out because of how tightly connected the food web is. This was the case for many of the Javan tigers, as their main food source went extinct due to overhunting, loss of habitat, and overpopulation on the island. Eventually, many of the Javan tigers were driven to extinction as well, with the loss of their habitat and overhunting by the villagers. Of course, there are other reasons for extinction as well, like air and water pollution, climate change, UV light exposure, introduction of exotic species, and disease, all of which can and are caused by humans.
Thank you, Dr. Ha. Now, as Dr. Ha said, one of the main causes of animal extinction is loss of habitat, including deforestation. It is estimated that 7 million hectares of forest are lost annually, while agricultural land expands by 6 million. That's 3.5 billion to 7 billion trees cut down each year. So, bringing us some more information about deforestation, we have forestry ecologist Dr. Chu.
Forests have a great impact on our environment as they cover about 31% of the world, producing the sufficient amount of oxygen necessary to live. Unfortunately, that 31% is decreasing each year. About 1.6 billion people rely on the resources forests are able to provide us, including water, food, clothing, medicine, and shelter. As our population grows, so does our need for space and resources, which results in cutting down trees. A substantial number of endangered species on Earth are also affected by deforestation, whether it is caused by mankind, such as ranching and development, illegal logging, or natural disasters, such as wildfires. So far, each year, we are losing 18.7 million acres of forest, which would be equivalent to 27 soccer fields each minute. How we as people and animals are being affected due to the outcomes of deforestation are tragic. Forests are also useful carbon sources that help lessen the amount of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases. But as the number of these trees are decreasing, there are increases in climate change and changes in pattern of weather, water, and which also affects animal species.
Thank you for sharing with us, Dr. Chu. Coming up next is a former biologist with her story of how she lost her job and now struggles to support her family.
I used to be a biologist. I had my dream job working in the forest, studying the animals, their habitat, and how they interact with each other. I had a special project plan with one species in particular, the Javan tiger. Unfortunately, before I was able to finish my studies of this species, it went extinct due to deforestation. I spent my entire life researching and studying this animal. I studied how it lived and interacted with other species. And one day, it was like something I dedicated my whole life to was just gone. All my hard work and research meant nothing. I soon lost my job, and I remain unemployed today. I'm struggling to support my 12-year-old son and little 5-year-old daughter. I'm just barely able to pay the rent and keep food on the table.
Thank you, Ms. Larson, for sharing that heart-wrenching story. We hope you take this information and think about our human impact on the environment. That is all we have for tonight, folks, on MLNF News. I'm Liana Chen, and we hope you tune in next time.
Cockadoodle Doo! Look at all these wonderful trees.
Oh, look, a tiger! It's dead! I used to be a biologist. I had my dream job. Like, eat it from the tail end first. It explodes. Like your brain.
know what? What if I want the chicken?
I want the chicken more.